It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Hello, everybody. The fact we're having to do this again, well, it sucks, to be bluntly putting it. It sucks that we're here again having to do another episode about the passing of another action hero, because we've lost Chuck Norris. He was a man who wasn't just part of the action movie world, but he was a defining force within it. He represented a certain kind of hero, one built on discipline, resilience, and a quiet confidence that didn't need to shout to be heard. Whether he was a soldier missing in action, a lone wolf, a Texas Ranger, or a shape-shifting mountain man who could stop chainsaws with his bare hands, he bore a sense of honour to his roles. And beyond the films, Chuck became something even rarer, a cultural icon. The jokes, the memes, the tall tales, they weren't mocking him, they were celebrating him. They were our way of saying, this guy's untouchable, this guy is a legend. Losing him feels like losing a piece of the action cinema foundation. Another reminder that the heroes who filled our screens and our imaginations aren't immortal, even if they felt that way. But the legacy he leaves behind, the films, the stories, the impact, they become part of the fabric of why we love action cinema in the first place. And today, we honour the man who inspired generations to stand tall, fight hard, and face the world with courage. And I can think of no one better to discuss this with than my co-host, Mr. Kenby Wild.
Oh, sensei. Hello, everybody. That was lovely, Dom.
Oh, thank you.
A lovely intro.
Thanks very much.
We're going to throw some tit jokes in, though.
I think so.
Okay, tits.
Yeah. I couldn't help but just have a little dig at Forest Warrior there.
I thought, yeah. Well, let me tell you, though, Forest Warrior gets an honourable shout-out from somebody. We asked the question, any memories, favourite films, anything like that? Did he mean anything, as Dom has said? Did he transcend the film world into, just being just a hero?
Yeah.
To you and to us. I think he was. He was he's the first one, really, wasn't he?
Yep.
I mean, we got Bruce Lee, but Bruce Lee, obviously, unfortunately, had that cut short. So the myth of Bruce Lee was very short-lived whilst his life was, but obviously his spirit carried on. They still made films about Bruce Lee, whereas Chuck Norris carried on making these films and just carried on. And everything sort of progressed himself as a character and as a person. You kind of just assume that is Chuck Norris. Every character he plays was just Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Which, it's... You say, Jason Statham just plays himself and everything. Yeah. He does, though.
Yeah. Plays with himself and everything.
He does, and you do whilst you're watching him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he even played a bad guy in a couple, Chuck Norris. Didn't he? I don't know if he was. In The Way of the Dragon, his first big break, what was that, 72? That was 1972. He's been doing this 50 fucking years. He's been making films.
Yeah. Magnificent chest hair.
Very, very much so. Thank you.
Which is my wrestling name.
But I mean, he was brought in to kill Bruce Lee, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, does it make him a bad guy? Was he just for hire, all business?
Oh, Brad Pitt does it in Once Upon a Time in America. Was it Hollywood?
I suppose, yeah. You can have anti-heroes, can't you?
Yeah.
But, I mean, he was great in that as well. It's a great fight, him and Bruce Lee.
Oh, yes, in The Way of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
It was apparently Bruce Lee that suggested he do it.
Oh, really?
And become an actor, yes. Because he finished his career. He's a proper fighter as well, Chuck Norris. Have you ever seen any of his fights? He's fucking frightening, to be honest. Very, very quick, very powerful, and could literally just do it for real, which is different to quite a few. Where you think it's all like choreographed and everything. Yeah, fair enough, but he He learned how to do it, and he was doing it long before films came knocking. And I'm ever so glad he did. He convinced him to do it, because after these, the films he banged out for like the 70s and 80s were just brilliant.
Yeah.
What was the first one you can remember watching?
First one was probably Lone Wolf McQuade.
Really?
Mm.
Well, as a kid, you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think probably the first thing I saw him in was Walker, Texas Ranger. Would be on TV.
Yeah.
Because my brother watched it.
That was good as well.
Yeah, that was good, yeah.
Fucking went for years.
Yeah, so that was probably the first non-movie thing I saw him in. But the first movie I saw him in, I think, was Lone Wolf McQuade.
What was Walker, Texas Ranger? I ain't got a clue how long that went on for. 8 years.
Went on
8 years that was, yeah. And a couple of films in there as well. You mentioned Lone Wolf McQuade. That is such a fucking good film.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's my favourite of his, I think.
I'm not sure, actually. I think it might be. It might be mine, but I don't think it's his best film. It might be a favourite film, but I don't know if it's his best one.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I think he did.
That's definitely my favourite.
He did Missing in Action, the Missing in Action trilogy. I think I've said it before. Missing Action 2 is actually a really emotional war film about prisoners of war, because they're like captured and they're in the camp and everything. And it was one of those where I thought, if that wasn't Chuck Norris, that'd be award worthy. You'd be like hearing that say, it was a really, really good film. And I think what they'd done is they switched 1 and 2 round. So the Missing in Action 2 was in fact the first one of the trilogy, but they switched it round to make more action.
Yeah.
Because the like number 1, as it is now, had more action in it, and so that was what people wanted from Chuck Norris. So they reversed it, so people would be interested and come back for the second one.
Mm.
But I've always thought the second one. It's first time I saw that, I was really surprised by it, because I was just expecting Chuck Norris to be kicking like Vietnam ass everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's quite a departure, to be honest with you. And I think that might be his best film, in the fact that it's his film as well. I know he's been in some other great films, but he's just like sort of turned up. But I don't know, the first one I can definitely remember and seeing Chuck Norris in it is Sidekicks.
Mm. Yeah, the kids' film.
Yeah, and that's when I actually recognised the fact that Chuck Norris was someone that could play himself.
I was going to say, he plays Chuck Norris,
yeah,
doesn't he?
That's what I mean. He can play himself in a film, and everybody just know who he is. And I thought, wow, what else has he done? And I went back, and that's when I started going back through his films. That was 1992. That was, so that fits in, because I was 15, and that was the target audience of the film. Yeah, wasn't it? Just like riding on the back of the early 90s action films of the Van Damme
martial arts was,
yeah, it was fucking all over the place, wasn't it? There,
yeah. That also starred Jonathan Brandis, didn't it? Who also passed away very young when he was Steamboat Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I loved Sidekicks as a kid.
Yeah, it's on 4K now. You can get it on 4K release. It's incredible. But yeah,
do you know who directed that?
Go on.
Aaron Norris.
Of course he did.
Oh, yes.
Of course he did.
Yep.
Also, of course, directed Forest Warrior. Damn.
I know. It wasn't all gold, was it, Aaron?
Aaron Norris actually plays. He was starred in a film as well, where it's just a Chuck Norris film with somebody who looks very much like Chuck Norris, and he's also called Norris. But yeah, that's a really good film. I forgot what the fuck it's called now.
Yeah,
but
1972. I think we spoke about this because we were texting. Ken actually broke the news to me that Chuck had passed away, and we were speaking about Way of the Dragon and the fact that 1972 that was made. He was in his 30s by the time that was made, because it surprises a lot of people. I asked the captain, my dad, how old he thought Chuck Norris was and that he died, and my old man thought he was in his 60s, because he started, I suppose, quite late for.
Well, he started when his fighting career ended. That was what he was. He was a fighter. He didn't join acting like as a youth and progress through. No, that's why, like Bruce Lee said, you should start doing this.
Yeah,
there's a career in this if you actually start bringing what you can do to films.
But my dad is he is not a martial arts film fan. He's not an action film fan, but he knows who Chuck Norris is.
Everybody knows who Chuck Norris is.
Everybody
That is one of the
and
things.
young kids do because of the memes and the the thumbs up from Dodgeball. That gets used quite a lot on
yes,
memes.
Indeed, yeah.
Just the how tough Chuck Norris is memes that I spoke about earlier. That's what's kept him relevant when his films have stopped or tailed off.
And they've been around since the late 90s as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because I remember I printed loads of them off.
Yeah.
And I lived with my parents back in the mid to late 90s. I printed them all off, and fucking hell, there was loads of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Printing all night, that was.
And I think he didn't like it at first, did he? He thought they were taking the piss, but he grew to love them, and he would recite them on shows that he would go on to.
Yeah, because the people were asking him, what's your favourite one? And he was. He seemed... I didn't know him, obviously, but I think everybody feels like they knew him.
Yeah.
I just thought he seemed like a decent bloke.
Yeah. It's like, well, before he'd passed away, Ken had messaged about the fact that he'd gone into hospital, and my immediate message was, how many people has he killed since he's been in there? Like, has he stopped a foreign mercenaries from taking over the hospital? Because that's just the Chuck Norris thing, isn't it? You just
and even like on the sad news of his death, people that instantly reply him with tomorrow death or the devil will be kicked out of hell. Yeah, Chuck Norris, or the devil's so happy because he's in heaven, roundhouse kicking everybody up there instead, and he's okay, and stuff like that. He's just going to kick Death's ass, or it must have been Chuck's decision because there's no way Death made that call. But so things like that. So it's like, I know it's kind of seen as bad taste, perhaps, but it's just because, I don't know, you just can't believe
legend,
it. Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
believe it. He could beat Death, so it must have been. He must have decided. He was sick of being undefeated on Earth.
Yeah.
That's what somebody else put as well. You just think, it's nice to have that, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very, very sad time, obviously, of like thoughts out to his families, but yeah, it is, the legend's never going to go away.
It's a nice celebration of his memory for people to say stuff like that, though, I think. It's the same with everything else. It's not piss taking, it's just the fondness and, being in on the joke that's been running for decades now about how badass he is. And he was 86 when he passed away, and even up to that point, I think he was Instagramming that he was doing boxing training still.
Yeah, I saw the videos of him.
That was on his birthday, wasn't it? He's 86.
He was still going.
And I think the year before that, he climbed a mountain or something like that.
Yeah, only 2 years ago, he made another film.
Yeah.
They've got Agent Recon. And unfortunately, by all accounts, it's absolutely terrible. But, I mean, the fact that he's doing that at 84 years old, he's still making action films. It's one of those, isn't it, where you just think, that's fair enough, that. I mean, I think his last big film was The Expendables 2.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? That was when Chuck Norris appeared in that.
With a massive gun.
That was absolutely fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's my favourite of the Expendables. Adam, if you're out there, okay, save time. It's my favourite one.
Oh, we don't need to cover that then. Take that off the list.
There's a bit in that where they're running through the airport terminal, and you've got fucking everybody in that scene. And it's incredible. You've got Stallone, you've got Schwarzenegger, you've got Bruce Willis in there, and Chuck Norris turns up, and they're chasing Jean-Claude Van Damme and Scott Adkins through. And you just think, fucking brilliant this is. Look at them all in the same film, having a massive fight.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant, that is. But yeah, Chuck Norris, he just turns up in that film. And when he does, he's already got that legendary status.
Yeah.
Hasn't he? As a lone wolf. He just swoops in, does his bit, and fucks off again. Mm-hmm. Saves everybody's life, and then just leaves. And you just think, that's brilliant. I just love the way in that film as well that they seem to honour his legend. And that was only in 2012. So he was in his 70s then.
Yeah.
And he was coming in and doing that. But brilliant. I mean, I went on holiday last year and I downloaded some films to take with me. So I thought, I'm going to watch them on the plane. It needs to be something that's not got any like sex in it, because I'm going to be watching it on the plane and people sat behind me and to the other side of the aisle will be able to see the screen. So I thought, I can't be watching porn.
Oh, yes.
That's what I thought. Plus, I'll be sitting next to my daughter. So I thought I'd be playing it safe. And I picked a couple of Chuck Norris films I hadn't seen for a while. and I went for Code of Silence
Nice.
and Good Guys Wear Black. And I just chose those, and I watched them. And it's the first time I'd seen them, long time. First time I'd seen them, and brilliant films.
Yeah, Code of Silence is Henry Silver, isn't it?
Yeah, Code of Silence. Yeah, it's the it's like the mob, isn't it, and the corruption in the police force and everything. He's but yeah, he plays a character that gets fucking hated by his own like work colleagues and everything, and because he breaks it and he talks about the corruption and that, and it's just like brilliant and quite gritty. Some of his earlier films.
Yeah.
But it's also something Breaker, where he just plays a good old boy, just out there driving around in a truck. But again, obviously, he gets. He seemed almost reluctant, didn't he, in a lot of these films? He was just like a quiet. Yes, he could beat the shit out of everybody in the room, but he didn't really want to.
Yeah.
It was only if you went over and had a go at him that he'd have to.
Yeah. Whereas I know like Seagal plays that sort of quiet, but he's got a sort of smugness about him with every scene that he's in.
Oh, yeah, he seems to really want to. He's just looking to be provoked, isn't he?
He loves the fact that he's kind of better than everyone because he wears fucking anal beads around his neck.
Yeah, we'll be catching Chuck Norris wearing them. Absolutely not.
He'd make you wear them, Ken.
They were his beads. Forced Seagal into it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so,
I like it in Good Guys Wear Black. He's called John T. Booker.
Yeah.
Great name.
It is. He had some good names. He had some boring names as well, though. But I always like Matt Logan.
Yeah.
That was a good name. That was Force of One, where he's called Matt Logan.
Silent Rage was good as well, wasn't it?
Silent Rage, it's like a horror film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Silent Rage. It's like a prototype. Well, it's probably the closest. It wasn't. It was the closest he'll get to being fighting like Michael Myers.
Yeah,
because he does wear the boiler suit as well, doesn't he? The bad guy,
silent murderer, isn't it?
Yeah. And he wears a blue boiler suit, and he goes around just killing people indiscriminately. And he's good in that as well. He's what was the other one he was in that was similar? Hero and the Terror. That's it again. It's like almost like horror-ish kind of film. He also delved into it again for Hellbound, which I've not seen for fucking years. But that was another one shortly after Sidekicks. I think though I went for the newer ones. So it was like the Hitman, where he plays. What was it? We called him Sasquatch. Sasquatch Logan. Logan Sasquatch. That was it. Yeah, whereas he's got such a great mullet in the Hitman.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. That was 91, so that was just before Sidekicks. And then it was after that, it was Hellbound, where he plays Frank Shatter.
True or false?
Which, again, is just brilliant.
Yeah, that's got a great front cover to it with the mullet.
Yeah, but that was it. It was proper mulleted up.
Just flames, and then he's just standing there with a mullet holding a gun.
But those are like the sort of, let's go and see what else we can do. The President's Man TV movie. He was in Martial Law as well in one episode. He did a crossover with Sammo Hung, where he played Walker. Yeah, so he appeared in that as well. So he's I don't know. He's like even his characters transcend where he was. So there's like other people asking him to join in. It's like before CSI started doing it all and started mixing everybody up. He was doing it back then. I think the most recent one I've watched is Delta Force. And Delta Force 2. I've got the Blu-ray of both of those, and I watched those two. They were probably the most recent watches for me. Great films, man. They're just outrageous films. First one's based on a true story.
Yeah.
But then the second one, you got Billy Drago, absolutely superb in that as well.
The Colombian Connection.
Yes, and he is the Colombian Connection. But I mean, we've covered. What have we covered? We've covered
Lone Wolf.
We've covered Lone Wolf McQuaid. We've covered Invasion USA, actually, which usually turns up in people's favourites because that's a beauty of a film.
That is, yeah.
I really, really enjoy it.
Very Christmassy.
It is. It's incredibly Christmassy
compared to your other picks for Christmas.
Yeah. And of course, we've covered Forest Warrior.
Yes, we have,
which was very very enjoyable indeed. We all agreed that.
Yeah, we sure did.
I watched The Cutter, once, the film The Cutter, where he plays John Shepherd.
Yeah.
And it's a diamond cutter. That was the whole point. It was smuggling of diamonds. And he was quite old in this one. This was 2005. And they've got him fighting this young, dynamic, up-and-coming martial artist. Oh, he was incredible. And outrageously, stunt doubled that film. I tried to buy that film because there was a video shop. It was closing down. And I bought it, and he said, "No, you can't have that one because that's brand new. That's for rental only." And I was like, "Ah!" So I still don't own The Cutter, but I will. I'll get there. I just hope they haven't all gone way too high for price. And me and my mate, we used to play a game, Chuck Norris, which again I've probably mentioned. Chuck Norris film used to be on the TV. We'd message each other saying which film it was. And what is he looking like first time we see him? Beard, moustache, clean shaven. That's it. 3. There was 5p every time he was on. So we used to bet 5p every time he was on. And I'd always give him the choice. He could choose. So it would be like, okay, we've got, what was it that used to be on TV? Let's have a look.
Top Dog.
I've got Top Dog. I've got that DVD, and it's really annoying because the spine is it's printed backwards.
Yeah.
So it's like written upwards instead of written down the spine. You think, what the fuck are you doing, you idiots? You ruined the entire shelf.
Plays Jake Wilder.
But okay, we'll go for Missing in Action. It's like Missing in Action, Chuck Norris, 1984, beard, moustache, clean shaven. And that was the message. And then I'd get a message back, just one of those choices. It would be like, beard. It'd be like 5p. That was the bet.
Yeah.
And I think in that one, he's clean shaven. Still. 5p in the pot. But that was the game we used to play. Because a lot of his films, you assume, like, obviously associating with the beard.
Yeah.
But a lot of the films, he never had a beard at all in these films. Or the first time you see him, it's then we get a 10 years later beard. But the first time you see him, nothing. Or just a moustache, and he's getting there. So that was a little game we used to play. So that was a Chuck Norris game. Me and the Good Doctor, we used to play that game every single time.
Was he bearded in Forest Warrior? He must have been.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, that
He's
mullet.
part bloody wolf.
Yeah. Part wolf, old man. He's
Part bear.
part bear, part eagle.
Half bear, half wolf, half eagle, old man.
Yeah.
All forest.
Got a great hair in that.
He certainly
That
did.
was the highlight of that one.
Yeah, what was your favourite bit about that film? The hair.
His hair.
The hair of it.
Braddock Missing in Action 3, another one of your favourites?
It is indeed, yeah. After the heartbreaking, emotional roller coaster of Missing in Action 2, Braddock in the third one just fucks off on his own to Vietnam to kill everybody. Goes full on fucking Rambo. And that, I used to say, was the most a character's name's ever said in a film, because everybody who speaks to Braddock says Braddock to him. One guy says it twice in the same sentence. He's just like, Braddock, you son of a bitch, Braddock. He's like, huh? The only two of them there. He knows he's talking to him.
Yeah.
but yeah, I love that. That is great, though, as well, that one. That's fucking Chuck Norris's top hero level in Missing in Action 3. Because he gets there in the first two, obviously. But the third one, it goes almost Rambo cartoonish. But I still love it. I do love it. I mean, Braddock. Damn it, Braddock. You son of a bitch, Braddock.
He's got a film in post-production now, which will be his last ever movie credit, I assume. Do you know what this is?
No.
It's called Zombie Plane.
Oh, yes, I did see this one, yeah. I saw the rumours of it.
Can I read you the synopsis?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
Vanilla Ice
Yes.
and Sophie Monk battle a zombie outbreak on a Sydney to LA flight before Air Force shoots the plane down. That's it.
And we don't know where he is in this. He's not going to be a zombie, is he?
I would not have thought so.
He can't
No.
be. He's got to be Air Force based. Although, no, he can't be a pilot. He's 80 years old.
Well,
He'd have to take some sort of test.
He's on the front cover in a cowboy hat, so I'm assuming he's playing himself.
Also on the plane.
Also on the plane. Yeah.
You'd fucking fly easy, wouldn't you?
You would.
You'd rest easy if Chuck Norris was on the plane.
Ice-T's also in it.
Just the Ice Gang.
Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. That's something to look forward to.
It is, isn't it?
Bob Geldof's in it. It's the dream, the team up we always wanted, Ken.
Who's cast this fucking film? They're just names out of a fucking hat, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. All my favourites then.
You said we've got you. You reached out to fans.
I did, yeah. I asked the question: what's your favourite Chuck Norris movie? What was your first Chuck Norris movie? And any memories of what his film meant to you? One guy, Steward Ace, has said, "I think Forest Warrior just shot to the top of my list based on that cover." See, Dom?
You haven't watched it though. That's the thing.
Well, he hasn't watched any of them by the sound of it.
All right.
He follows up with, honestly, I'm 54 years old, and the only one I recall watching was Sidekicks and half of Invasion USA. Chuck has just had no impact on my life whatsoever. Not like the Chuck Norris jokes have. Seems weird that that's what's brought Steward Ace to us, isn't it? It's just to tell us that he's not really that bothered.
What a fantastic first one to read out. It's a good choice, Addis, Ken. Well done.
Anyway, yeah, Forest Warrior. That's why I read it out to you, Dom. Thought you'd appreciate Forest Warrior getting a heads up there.
Yeah.
Purely on the cover. We've got Octagon and the Delta Force as being two favourites, and that is from...
that was an early one, wasn't it? Octagon?
Octagon was, yeah.
1980.
Yeah, and that was from Más que Cine de los 80, El Podcast.
That's Tash Norris.
Yes.
Plays a Welshman.
Yeah, so that's that one. We've got Invasion USA. That comes quite frequently through. That's someone called Randy has decided that one is right.
The plot for the Octagon: a martial artist must defeat a plan by ninjas to create a worldwide training camp for terrorists.
It happens all the time, doesn't it?
It does. Lee Van Cleef's in that.
Delta Force, of course, that's another one that's coming through from quite a few people.
What was it called in that? McCoy, was it?
Yeah, Lee Marvin's in the first
Scott
one.
McCoy.
So it's set on my birthday, that one.
Yes.
That's
Spoilers, that's being covered in July, isn't it?
It certainly is. That's my birthday choice already on the list. So the Delta Force is coming this year. So
my birthday's the 4th of July, but I can't find a film about that date.
No, it's a bad day to be born.
Yeah.
On the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Still, maybe one day they'll make something.
Yeah, any suggestions, emailing.
What else have we got? Brian Christopowitz has put Missing in Action, probably his first, as it was on HBO constantly. Favourite, probably Invasion USA, but there are some days when it's Silent Rage, and there are some days when it's Lone Wolf McQuade. So it's one of those, isn't it? I've had the same thing with like Arnie films and stuff like that, where you just think, oh, this is my favourite one, this. And then you watch another one and think, that's fucking brilliant, that's my favourite one.
Yeah.
So it is very, very difficult. James Simpson, he just puts the fact that Invasion USA, he's got a pet armadillo. He's one of the biggest what the fucks in cinema history.
Yeah. Never mentioned, we just see him.
Yeah, he's just got one.
Yeah.
Thankfully, survives.
Yes.
So if you're worried out there, not does the dog die, but does the armadillo survive? Yes, thankfully. It's touch and go, but we do get that happy ending on that one. Wolf's Retro Kumite has said the favourite, Lone Wolf McQuade, first, Delta Force. Mm-hmm. And the memories was that Chuck Norris was the inspiration to start martial arts and would set their VCR every Saturday night so he wouldn't miss Walker. Mm-hmm. And he was always wanted to meet Chuck Norris. Colleen Wangland has put the first movie she ever saw him in was Way of the Dragon, but does love the Delta Force movies as favourites on that one. It's pretty much, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of like just the same ones again and again that struck a chord. Mm-hmm. But there's again saying that, there's still quite a few that are different. We had Matthias Hues has actually, he's posted something that, although he never worked with Chuck Norris, he auditioned for one as the villain. And he says he can't remember the name of the film, but he was like the monster or something, which looking through them, I'm guessing is got to either be Hero and the Terror, which would be kind of around that time, because that was what year we're looking at, 88.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of another one really where he's going to have a monster. Because the Hero and the Terror he was, unless you're going to go Hellbound.
Yeah, it's like a demon thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. That was 94.
Could it have been Silent Rage?
That was too early, I thought.
82.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit too early for Big Mateus. But I don't know. I'm not sure what sort of timeline he was on. And I've also got Guy Viotti from Instagram. Delta Force, Missing in Action, Lone Wolf McQuade are my top 3. And all absolutely solid films. Also said, hope you guys cover one of them. Said, way ahead of you there. Already done Lone Wolf McQuade, so go and listen to that. Ferrari Joel, Invasion USA is my favourite, but he made tons of masterpieces. Absolutely correct. I posted what I've got, what I've owned, and I had to keep going back and taking another picture because I've forgotten he was in stuff. I missed Dodgeball out, by the way, of what I've got. But I'm not going back in, just keep taking photos of Chuck Norris films, keep displaying them differently on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, a fantastic cameo in Dodgeball. It's a good film, and it's a great cameo.
Very good. And I think the only film that has both thank you, Chuck Norris, and fuck you, Chuck Norris, to feature quite closely together. But again, I think that just shows you he can laugh at himself.
The last line of that film is fucking Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Yes, which I didn't ask about. Anyone got any dreams of that? So no. No, but it's good to see all the tributes that people have put in, like all the martial artists have been posting memories of meeting him, of working with him, of just looking up to him. And it's always nice to see that people still hold him quite so revered up at like the top of the tree, isn't he, really? And I think he will be for a long, long time. So it was very, very sad to hear. But as Dom said in the opening, he's 86 years old. There's nothing really that he's not done. And it is inevitable, isn't it? No matter how we look at all these people. The good thing about like when an actor dies and you say, well, you never knew him, why are you upset? You can be upset because you feel like you knew him and you feel like you do know Chuck Norris. Everybody knows Chuck Norris, as we've already said. People just do know who he is. And thankfully, he's left behind an absolute catalogue of bangers for us to watch whenever we want. And we will. So his films are not going to go away because he's still got fans. And then you can pass those down. You pass those down to like kids, the next generation. And if they watch them, then they can watch them and keep them. And then they can pass them down. And it's one of those where he just lives on and on. And if anyone's ever going to, it's going to be Chuck Norris.
Yeah, perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself. And that's where we'll leave things today. You know, it's never easy doing another episode like this, another farewell to another action legend who's shaped the movies that we grew up on. So we'll keep celebrating these icons, not just when they leave us, but every time we talk about the movies that made us fans. Yep, and we do. We mention him. We mention him on things that are not his films. We still will. We're not going to shy away from it. It's not one of those things that we do. But just thank you for the films and thank you for the memories. Yeah, he gave us decades of entertainment, and he's got a legacy that, as Ken said, will never fade. Thanks for listening. Thank you to the fans who messaged in for remembering him with us today. Yeah, thank you very much. And as always, take care of yourselves out there, and we'll see you next time. Oh yeah. Rest in peace, Chuck. What was that, Ken? You said you got another comment? Got another one, yes. Keith in the Facebook group. Pretty sure first Chuck Norris film will be Lone Wolf McQuade, but Walker, Texas Ranger was definitely where he first saw him. So similar to you. In fact, it was identical to you as well.
Hang on a minute. Unmask yourself, Don. Keith, I should have known. A few years ago, I watched a lot of his older movies, Force of One, Good Guys Wear Black, and one of my all-time favourites, Silent Rage, a very underrated movie, in my opinion, one I could watch over and over again. I'd be wrong not to mention Invasion USA, another favourite, both to watch and to listen to you guys, our guys' review of it. No idea why, but Ken going, "Oh shit, it's Richard Lynch," is something I quote to myself way too often. Thank
As
you.
do I.
Yeah, I do whenever he turns up in another film.
I do now, yeah.
R.I.P. Chuck. You may have been a total cunt, but you gave us years of entertainment, memes, and some awful great movies. Oh, the roller coaster there from Keith.
That went hard left at the end there.
Yeah, not sure. Not sure about that, but still.
But a tear to my eye.
Keith there. Thanks for getting in touch, Keith.